Oh, not a great start. Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a week since I've made any sort of videos or any sort of streams, but we are back on the trail right now. We are here to do a preview. Finally, the international break has finished and we are now live for the Premier League matches, and we are previewing the Manchester United versus Newcastle United game. The game will be kicking off at 5:30 UK time. So it's an evening kickoff. We haven't had that in a while. We haven't actually had that since the Stoke City game in fact, probably a month ago now. Probably, I don't know how long ago that was. But yeah, that doesn't matter right now. What matters is we are back on the channel. As you can see, as always, I've got my predicted lineup on the right hand side for you guys, and also got a bit of a red bar just to let you know of all the things, just so I don't have to remind you of them. Like liking the stream, please do leave a like if you haven't already, and just generally, sharing the video, chatting in the live chat and things like that, and please do, because I love hearing your opinions. But yeah, hopefully tonight's show is going to be very, very good indeed. But yeah, hopefully this game we can get 3 points. I think it's an ideal game to have, especially after the torrid time we had before the international break. And I'm pretty happy that we are playing Newcastle and we're not playing a big team right now. I think we're gonna win the game tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling confident. Obviously, we come into this game on a 1-0 loss against Chelsea. However, Newcastle do come into this game after a 1-0 home defeat to Bournemouth, which they'll not be happy about. Obviously, they'll want to be, they want to kick back and try and, snap back straight away. Although, they have had time. Most of their players have really stayed at the training grounds and haven't really gone to international duty, so they'll probably be a bit more fresh than our players, but I think we've got enough quality in the team to overpower them, and we should win this game. If we want to, if we want to be challenging for the title, we need to win those games. Welcome Ryan and welcome United Lads. Welcome to the stream, guys. How are we doing? Thank you very much for joining me, and thank you very much for spending your few minutes with me, United Lads. Welcome George. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you doing? Obviously talked to you a bit on the United Stand stream. Thank you very much for joining the chat. And yeah, Ryan said I think Martial and Mata will start. To be fair, Mata might be a good shout instead of Mkhitaryan. Obviously, his form's up and down, really. But I do think that, I'm not sure. I'm predicting that Jose Mourinho is going to put Mkhitaryan in there. If I had my own way, I probably would put Mata in there, and I think it'd be a lot more effective. And I'd actually put Rashford. I'll put Rashford on the right-hand side instead of Lingard, but I'm just trying to predict what is going to happen. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think of the lineups in the live comments. Ryan said it took me to the start of this week, this week to get over the Chelsea defeat, but I'm buzzing for tomorrow now. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was annoying, that Chelsea defeat. It was very, very, the atmosphere was very negative, and, it was not a very good day to be a Manchester United fan. But, I mean, as you said, I'm very, very, I'm buzzing for this game, as a lot of the fan base are, just to get Premier League football back, the most important league in the world, in my opinion. But yeah, the George says, Kieran, do you think we won't play any of the returning three? I don't really think we're going to play the returning three. I mean, obviously, we could. They are going to be in the squad for tomorrow, but I feel like Jose Mourinho is going to put them all on the bench. I mean, the only one who I think may have a chance of playing is probably the most amount of chance would probably be someone like Marcus Rojo. Probably not, because Rojo did play in like an under-23, under-21 game recently, so he has had a bit of pitch experience. But the rest, I don't think, have actually played in a match before their injury. So, I mean, hopefully they will get back to fitness, and they may get a substitute appearance, which would, for me, be equally as valuable. United Lads says back three looked disjointed versus Chelsea. Yeah, it wasn't a great system to use. I think Jose Mourinho unfortunately got that wrong. But I think, you know, it was good to experiment. And yeah, I mean, you know, the result wasn't great, but you know, at least we know not to do it for next time. But I know it's not really time for learning curves. Ryan McSween says, "Yeah, Pogba has a chance. Yeah, I think he has a chance of playing. I do think he has. I'm not sure if he's gonna, you know, start, but I think he could come off the bench. Welcome, Tubes, by the way. Welcome, Tubes. But yeah, I mean, obviously my lineup on the right-hand side of your screen, as always. So I'm going to run through it now. I think it's a good time. So obviously David De Gea in goal. I'm going to go with Ashley Young, Smalling, Eric Bailly and Antonio Valencia as the back four. And obviously I haven't put Pogba to start, so I've put in Herrera and Matic in the midfield too. And then the three in behind of Martial, Mkhitaryan and Lingard. Now obviously you guys have already had some things to say about that. And obviously Romelu Lukaku up front, who has just become Belgium's top goal scorer of all time with like 33 goals. So it shows their history is not, you know, their history is not exactly the best. But there you go. He is now the, you know, he is now the highest goal scorer, which is a very good achievement for him at such a, I mean, I would say young age. He's kind of young, but he is getting slightly older. Well, not really. I don't know, but yeah, yeah, United lads, thanks for spending a few minutes with me, really appreciate it. George says, Rojo should have very little to do since we've been cramped in the Newcastle half. Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think it is going to be that kind of performance, you know, going to Old Trafford, especially after the beatings we've handed out there. And I think, hopefully, we can bring back our streak of 4-0s tomorrow. Hopefully, we can, you know, hopefully we can, really put in a dominating performance. Obviously, I'm not sure if Man City are playing tomorrow as well. But if they are, hopefully they do slip up. I doubt it, but if I mean, the sooner we can start clawing back points, points on them, the better. And you never know. You never know what could happen. They could be held to a draw, maybe even lose. So you know, you don't. I mean, we could lose as well. You never know. But there you go. Ryan says having Zlatan and Pogba on the bench is a boost. It is very much a boost. I think it's, you know, it really is. You know, when you have those, you know, quality players on the bench and back fit, you know, it really does boost the team. And I think one point with Ibrahimovic as well is the fact that he, you know, obviously last season he was kind of our only option, our only outlet sometimes, but I think now that, you know, we have other options on the pitch as well as him, he's just going to add to the kind of quality and the creative ability we have, but we won't be relying solely on him, so he'll really add to the team. George says we're all getting slightly older, Kieran. Yeah, I do agree, to be fair. That is a good point. But yeah, I mean, really, in terms of football, he's still quite early on in his career, Lukaku, so hopefully he can keep scoring goals for many a year to come. Ryan McSween, De Gea, Young, Bailly, Smalling, Valencia, Matic, Herrera, Mata, Mkhitaryan, Rashford and Lukaku. Oh, you start Rashford over Martial. Very, very interesting. I think I've seen Tubes' lineup as well. He goes De Gea, Valencia, Bailly, Lindelof. Lindelof. That's another interesting one from Tubes. Tell you what, some very, very interesting picks here. I mean, I think it is true that we'll need to give Lindelof a point, and I think possibly, you know, this game, obviously coming into it, Newcastle have only scored 1 goal in their last 3 games. So yeah, I think Lindelof may be the best option to put in there, George. Welcome, Alex. Welcome to the stream, mate. How you doing? Appreciate you joining in. Oh, Man City are playing away at Leicester, so that could be a difficult game for them. Leicester aren't a bad team. We're playing at 5:30 tomorrow, Alex. If you want to know, on BT Sport 1, or just on what was it? Yeah, or on any other, on a streaming. You can get on a stream illegally, but you know, don't say I said that. Ryan says, oh yeah, no, I read that out. Oh yeah, thanks for joining, United lads. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, you know, get your predictions on the game in the live comments. I'd really like to hear what you guys think is going to happen in the game, and also, who are your goal scorers as well. I'm just going to read this comment from George, a bit higher up. Says Mata and Mkhitaryan, when they've started together, we've had a 100% win rate. That is an interesting stat. I didn't even know that. But yeah, they are two very creative players. They're a very they're both really creative players. You can really kind of unlock a door in the defence, and so I definitely think that's I definitely think that's that I mixed up my words here, but yeah, I think starting them together might actually work for us. I mean, I think it's good for us. It's good to try out different combinations and things. So, but yeah, I definitely agree that I kind of feel sorry for Mata because I think he's being unfairly left out. Really, I think it'd be good to see if to see Mata back in the team. Hopefully, Mkhitaryan can try and fight his way back in there as well. But yeah, Tube says Lindelof marshalled Sweden to 2 clean sheets versus Italy. Yeah, I saw that. It was a very, very good performance from Sweden away from home, and a very good performance overall from them. Obviously, they only needed the 1-0 victory, and they got it. So fair play to them, and they'll be going to the World Cup. Does that mean that Zlatan Ibrahimovic will be coming out of retirement? You never know. You never know. Yes, it is on BT Sport, guys. BT Sport 1. If you have that, or you can not watch it and try and phase everything out and watch it on Match of the Day. Watch it and just get the highlights. You could experiment with that. George Carl says Statman Dave tweeted that stat out. Oh yeah, Statman. It's the Statman. It's in his name. It's in his name, for God's sake. Statman Dave. With a decent stat. I think, as Tube says, he is a good pundit. I actually quite like the fact that, he's not just kind of, it's not just opinion. Like, opinion's good, but then also the fact that he can back up his opinion with stats and things is quite good as well. And, the way he uses stats is quite interesting as well. And I think was he referred to as Squawker Dave? Because I think he works as Squawker as well. So, I mean, I'm not his manager or anything. I don't really know, but yeah. I think he's good with the numbers. He's good with the old numbers and stats and things like that. Right, I'm going to get on to my prediction now for the game. I'm thinking it's going to be a 3-0 win to Manchester United. Actually, I think that Romelu Lukaku will get back on the score sheet. I think that Martial will also score, and it's a good one. I actually think that possibly a defender will score. I think possibly Chris Smalling or someone like that will score. But yeah, hopefully that does happen. Tube says Makola is a terrible pundit. Yeah, he's not really known for his opinion. I think he's more known for the fan cams, to be honest. And yeah, I sometimes think he should stick to the fan cams, but there you go. George says, Kieran, do you want to do a Skype in as well tomorrow during the 24-hour stream? I didn't. Oh yeah, I've heard about this 24-hour stream. I may as well. I might go in there. I might have a little Skype call if Mark Goldridge is offering. Welcome, Car and Buses Sport. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How you doing? He said he goes straight in with a 1-1. Very interesting prediction. 1-1. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't put it past us. I think last season I would have said that's going to be the score. A draw, the theatre of draws, draw Chester United, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, 1-1 might have been, last season I would have said that 1-1 wouldn't be too far from the truth. But I think this season we've shown that against the smaller teams we can kill them off and things like that. So yeah, hopefully we can definitely do something about that. But yeah, hopefully it's not 1-1 because the more points we're dropping at this stage of the season, we're not. We need to be. I think we need to be picking up 3 points wherever we can. I mean that is probably the most obvious thing I've ever said, but you know what I mean. Like we can't be dropping points and things like that, especially at home to Newcastle. We need to be winning these games. Tubes predicts a 6-0 win. Well, Tubes, I tell you what, if that comes true, I will. I don't know what to do. I tell you what, if we win 6-0, Tubes, I'll take your little I'll take your little icon and I'll make it the channel profile picture for a week. How about that? So if we win 6-0, I'll take that I'll take your YouTube icon there with the Jose Mourinho winky face, and I'll make it the channel icon for a week if that does happen. He says Pogba, Lukaku, Mata, Mkhitaryan, Ibra, and Martial the goals. So is that 5 different? Oh, 6 different goal scorers. Decent, decent. I do think though, if there's 6, you know, if there's 6 goals, I mean personally, I would say there's got to be someone who's going to score 2, and if there's going to be someone who's going to score 2, it will be Lukaku. But it would just be like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, you know, that kind of guy, just to come back and score 2 on his return. He is a lion. You know, you can't compare lions to humans. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, hopefully, you know, hopefully we can get the win. And I think, you know, goal difference is key. You know, obviously we can, you know, the more goal difference we get, the better. And also, you know, I just want a very dominating, confident performance. And you know, just to kind of, you know, settle down the nerves of a few Manchester United fans, because a few fans are a bit negative, especially with the, yeah, they're a bit negative, you know, obviously about how we're playing this season and things like that. So I think, you know, I just want, you know, a confident performance where we dominate, and we win the game comfortably, and hopefully we do get that. And hopefully, because obviously Arsenal and Tottenham are playing, hopefully it's a draw there, or possibly an Arsenal win, to be honest. I mean, obviously Arsenal Fan TV is a point, but in the terms of the league, we don't want Tottenham, because Tottenham are level on points with us, but there you go. Cheese says we haven't had a big win in ages. We haven't. It's true, we haven't. I mean, I think the last big win we had was against Crystal Palace before the last international break before this one, where we scored 4. I think Lukaku got the 4th goal, if I remember. Mata scored as well in that. So, you know, that was probably our last big 4-0 win. Jordan Chiefs, check Twitter. Yeah, you better go check Twitter, Chiefs. It seems quite urgent. Chief says 5-0 away win versus Bayer Leverkusen. I can't believe. I mean, looking back at that, if that happened, you know, this season, you know, I reckon people would hail that kind of win as a really good European night away from home. But I mean, David Moyes, a 5-0 away win in the Champions League. I mean, that was one thing which he did well. I think he, you know, the Champions League group stage he was very good at. I mean, anything to take away from the Moyes era. But yeah. Oh yeah, 5-1 home win versus Mitchell. Oh, obviously, yeah. After the, after we lost the first leg or something. I mean, I don't know how that happens. But yeah, I mean, you know, the old times are past. The new times are here. We've got a strong team. The January transfer window is coming up as well, which is going to be interesting to see who we bring in. I think possibly we're going to bring in a left back, just because, you know, Ashley Young is doing a solid job there, but I think we probably do need someone a bit more agile, maybe, and maybe a number 10. You never know, someone like a Mesut Ozil or someone like that. Chief says we haven't had them big wins for ages. We haven't. I definitely agree with you, mate. I definitely agree with you. Yeah, I mean, Newcastle. I mean, I guess we can talk a bit about them. You know, obviously they've. I mean, obviously their goal scoring prowess has not really shown this season. I mean, I don't think they've actually had a big scalp yet this season. I don't think they've actually beaten a big team yet this season, Newcastle, or at least a title challenging side. I mean, they drew to Liverpool, but you know, I mean, apart from that, this season they haven't been great against the bigger sides. So hopefully that'll be good for us, and we can get those wins. Chief says I was looking at Ferguson's biggest wins: 9-0, 8-1, 7-0, and 8-2. Yeah, they are. I mean, they are very much in contrast to what we have now, and it's, it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, Tube, don't bring them up, man. It's. I mean, looking at what we got, looking at what we have now, it's just, oh god, the comparison. Oh no. Why can't he? Why couldn't he just stayed on forever? Oh god. But anyway. George says Young has shown good crosses, but isn't so good defensively. And to put it like you, Kieran, he's getting a bit older. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. I tell you what, it's good. Yeah, it's a good saying, mate. But yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. He is. I think, yeah, he's put in a good shift. He has put in a good shift, and I'm not going to lie, at the start of the season, if you had said to me, oh, Ashley Young's going to be our left back, I wouldn't have been that happy. But he's actually not done too badly, and especially with someone like Marwan Fellaini in the side. And that's actually a point, isn't it? In my predicted team, will Marwan Fellaini start instead of Ander Herrera? That is a point. Obviously, against Chelsea, he didn't have the best of games when he came on, but, I think, will it be Fellaini or will it be Herrera? That's very, very interesting. Oh, right, okay. We're going to answer this Skype call now. From Big O, if he's it's hello, welcome on to the stream. We're just previewing the Man United Newcastle game live for the viewers. Yeah, what are your thoughts, mate? What are your thoughts?
All right, Kieran.
It's a bit echoey, mate. It's a bit echoey.
You're in the Dartford tunnel.
What? Sorry, where are you?
Hello, mate.
Well, hello. How are you doing? Well, I was just asking you what your thoughts are on the on the game tomorrow. What do you think is going to go down? What's your prediction?
Well, I presume you're not going. First and foremost.
No, I'm not. Why does that matter if I'm going or not?
Because are you a real fan if you're not going to go?
I am a real fan. I watch every game on the television.
There's no way that you can go to a game, okay, go to any game of that matter, and still win, and still call yourself a fan. You're as bad as Goldbridge.
Just because I don't go to the game doesn't mean I'm not a fan, mate. Alright? Okay, I'm a loyal fan. Trust me.
You're so loyal. Like, when was the last time you went to Old Trafford?
What about you? When was the last time you went to Old Trafford?
I'm going tomorrow.
Where do you sit, mate? Where do you sit then?
Yeah, Stretford End.
Yeah, alright, okay, yeah. Alright. What is your opinion on the game? I mean, it's probably gonna be absolute shite, but what is your opinion on the game? What is your prediction? Are you gonna respond or not?
Hang on. Get off my fucking leg.
Yeah, we don't really like swearing on the channel, but yeah.
Ass.
But yeah, are you gonna give your prediction? Are you gonna give your prediction or not?
I think it's gonna be 2-0 to Newcastle.
I mean, this is bullshit. This is really bullshit. Okay, who do you think's gonna score then?
Shola Amiobe.
I hate to break it to you, mate, but he doesn't play for Newcastle anymore.
Well, Ben Arthur.
Ben Arthur doesn't play for them as well.
Stephen Taylor.
Doesn't play for him as well, so that's 3 down, 3 strikes.
Well, Peter Lovenkrantz.
Right, you're taking the piss now, mate. You're taking the piss. I'm sorry, but you are taking the piss. Are you gonna offer anything? Are you gonna offer any sort of explanation?
Offer you this little spark of wisdom.
Well, I'm just asking for your thoughts. I mean, you're
Chris Coleman's become available. Perhaps we need to get him in.
You're saying Chris Coleman for the United manager. So you don't like Jose? Oh yeah, you don't like Jose Mourinho, do you? You think he's killing the club? Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Tell you what, mate. Come May, right? You call back in May, yeah? You call back onto this channel in May, and we'll see where we are. All right?
And I'll be sitting in Betfred betting on us in the playoffs in the Championship.
Yeah, right, mate. Yeah, yeah. I mean, just because
By the way, you going to the game tomorrow?
You've asked me that, and I've said no. I don't go to the games.
Oh, some fan you are. I don't go to the games.
Yeah, but do you know what, mate? You don't need to go. You don't need to spend loads of money to be a fan of a club and love the club. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But you know the prices in football these days. I bet you guys in the chat would agree. You know, I mean, the ludicrous prices in football these days. It's hard to get to the games and things, especially when you're younger. So, look, don't be calling me out for being a fake fan. I'll tell you, everyone who's watching right now will back me up and say I am a fan of this football club like everyone else is.
I couldn't understand you through your deep Salford accent, but yeah, I agree. I agree totally. You're right. By the way, just have you know, were you supporting United through the Fergie years?
Yes, I was. I started supporting them in 2007.
Why'd you stutter then?
Sorry?
Why'd you stutter then?
Why'd I stutter? Because I just making sure. But yeah, George says this guy sounds exactly like Carl Pilkington. Very funny man, Carl Pilkington. Tubes wants to know if you still want Chris Wilder for the job.
Still on my mind. Obviously, Chris Coleman's not coming to the equation, so I'm not sure.
Can I just remind you who Chris Wilder is, mate? Can I just remind you who he is? And
Sheffield United manager.
Yeah, yeah. And do you think he can really, you know, do you really think he'll be able to fit the bill at United? Considering David Moyes, who has Premier League experience, was a flop. Do you think Oxford United manager would be able to pull us out of the?
You are such an idiot. He's not Oxford United. He's Sheffield.
Oh, it doesn't matter. All right. Oh, because that makes a huge difference. They're both in the same league. And, no, they're not actually. No.
Soft southern bastard.
Right, we don't want swearing. Okay. Right, we're just here to have a good time on a Friday night. Premier League is back. Why can't you just be positive and happy for once and stop grouting?
I'm not growling at anything. You're the one who's growling at me.
No, you're grouting. You are really grouting. You're just negative. You spread negative propaganda. You're like one of the worst fans I've ever met.
Sorry, do you go to the games?
Can you stop asking me that question? I'll give you the same answer each time.
Well, I'm just saying, if I'm a bad fan, do you go to the games?
When did you start supporting the club then, mate?
19... I can't remember now, 19 something.
You can't remember because really you started following the club in 2010.
No, actually, mate, you can bog off, because actually I started supporting them when I was born. When I was born a Red.
Right, okay, mate. Yeah, could you... So, let's just move on. You obviously you've been watching the stream. I don't think you called in just because...
No, I called in because I wanted to laugh on a Friday.
Alright, I thought you were going to really give... I thought you were going to give me some analysis there. Yeah, George, he basically... This guy called in a few streams ago. Tubes will know. And he's just... I just kept him on my contacts list just because he's... you know, he's... he has some interesting opinions and he likes to call me now every time I stream now. And sometimes I answer, sometimes I don't. And today I answered. But I kind of know him. I think his name's Daryl, isn't it? I think it's Daryl.
Fucking hell.
It's
Derek.
Derek. Sorry, mate. I couldn't care less.
That's the way you treat a fan. That's the way you treat a caller. Don't get over stank on no.
Sandeep says 3 watching and I'm one of that. Thanks, Sandeep. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Please do leave a like.
Internet where you're from, Sandeep.
All right, yeah, mate. Yeah, Alex and Sandeep, you might not have heard this caller. His name's Derek. Please, just take him with a pinch of salt, because he's a bit of a knob.
Oh, you're a knob. I can't get the words out. You're a crook.
I'm not a crook. I don't charge anyone to watch this. They can watch it if they want. If they don't want to,
Charge someone with a
they don't
picture
have
of Dennis
to.
Irwin. You're off.
Oh, yeah, do you know who Chris Pajak is? That's from Tubes.
I know Chris Pajak.
You suddenly changed your accent. From
I was
someone who thought they were
Jack.
Manchester. No. From someone who says he's a die-hard Manchester United fan, you suddenly changed your accent to a bit of a Scouse one there, mate. Pretty easily. Well, can you explain that?
It was an impression.
You're a Scouser, aren't you? You're a Scouser.
No Scouser at all.
You're a bin eater, Derek, the bin eater.
Yeah, mate, you look like the only thing you've been eating now is McDonald's.
Right. Brilliant, mate, brilliant. Well, I mean, thanks for coming on, mate. Is there anything else you want to say? Because, you know, time is of the essence.
Can I clean your glasses?
Oh, God. Right, okay. Welcome, Asian Gamer, to the stream, mate. How are you doing? And, guys, please do leave a like. I really would appreciate a like on the stream.
What's your opinion on Michael O'Neill going to manage Scotland?
Right. Michael O'Neill. Why on earth would I care about that right now?
Because you're Northern Ireland, aren't you?
Well, yeah, kind of. I'm half Irish, if you don't know that. Half Northern Irish. Bit of a fun fact.
Face. You look like an A4 sheet of paper.
Okay, mate.
See-through skin, you're like a newborn fish.
You know, you're a bit of a laugh, mate. You're a bit of a laugh, but sometimes the comments get to me. They do get to me. They really do. No, I'm joking.
Sign a pamphlet off.
But yeah. I mean, have you you know, I mean, thanks for calling in, mate. I don't know why I give you the airtime, but you know, call in again and see if I answer your call.
No, hang on, mate. Hang on. Can I tell you something now?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go to the game tomorrow, and I'm gonna play a game.
Yep. Okay. You're gonna play a game. All right. What's the game?
Called Can I Find Kieran?
Yes. I'm not funny. I'm not going to the game. You've killed me.
Play it.
You're beating a dead horse, mate. You're beating a dead horse.
Every week we'll play it, and every time I don't find you, you have to pay me 10 quid.
You're beating a dead horse, mate. Yes, I'm not going to the game. You said that 4 times. I'll tell you what. How about we all play a game? We'll be watching the game tomorrow. If we spot you at Old Trafford, then we'll all give you 10 quid. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, mate.
All right. Yes. Yeah. Bin off, Derek. There we go. Derek's gone. Yeah, Asian Game. If you haven't heard him before, you know, I mean, Tubes will know, you know, from watching a few of the streams. He is, he just keeps calling in. He just keeps calling in every time, and I basically just decide, decide whether he's allowed on or not tonight. I thought, you know what, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, he's you know, he may call in again in future streams. It seems like you guys. To be fair, he's not a. You know, he should become a comedian. To be honest, there are a few good little lines in there. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I do like to have a little bit of a joke, as you guys know. But yeah, he is an interesting character, let's say. But yeah, the way I'm going back to what George said about if I actually know him, I think, you know, I think Tubes, you might have been in there for the first time he called on, but he was in the live chat and he called on, and I thought he was just a random guy, and he started abusing me, and I was like, you know what, but to be fair, I mean, his accent just made him funny. It was just, I mean, so yeah, I mean, sometimes he'll be on, sometimes he won't be on. I mean, it depends if he calls in, obviously, but you know, he's. Well, there you go. um, can I find Kieran? Can I find Kieran? Alright, Asian Gamers calling in. I may as well accept the call. Hello, mate. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Great to have you as always.
Oh shit, sorry. Speaker. Hello?
Hello, hello?
I just want to say that guy was hilarious as fuck.
Yeah, I know, yeah. He sometimes calls in. I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, oh no, what is he gonna say? But he does come out with some great lines, to be fair.
I was watching my TV because my mom started using my phone because I went to sleep early today, so cause I was so tired.
Yeah,
And then my phone had no charge. I was watching my PS4, so like, yeah.
Decent. But yeah, obviously, you know, Newcastle tomorrow. Premier League football is back.
God,
Very exciting. What are your thoughts on the game? Well, how do you think it's gonna go down?
I think we have to beat Newcastle and Brighton and Watford and Arsenal and Man City to have a chance to still be in the title. If we lose two of them, I think we're out fully. And if we lose, like, a draw, and if we lose against Man City, we're out as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there is the chance of Man City dropping points, which, I mean, it could happen, but they are playing very, very well at the moment. But yeah, I think, you know, we need to be winning these kind of games, especially, you know, a home game against a relegation side, or what should be a relegation side, but I'm not sure if they are going to be this season because they're not doing that badly. But this should be our bread and butter, really. So we should be getting the win. I mean, we've seen Tubes in the chat predicting 6-0 to United. So I mean, it'll be interesting to hear. What's your prediction?
I'll just go for like a 2-0 because, but I think Paul Pogba and Zlatan could be in the bench. That's very scary for the opponent. Imagine Paul Pogba and Zlatan Ibrahimovic just coming out of the bench to kill a team off. God, imagine that. Yeah,
that is serious firepower, to be fair. You mean, you know, and yeah, I mean, it's going to be a huge boost to the team, I think. You know, having those guys back in the team, having those personalities back in the dressing room, I think, is really going to be, you know, really going to be a boost to the team. And I mean, possibly, some rumours that they might even, you know, play in the match and possibly get an appearance in the match, which I think will be great. I mean, you know, I mean, it'd be amazing if someone like Ibrahimovic could, you know, or even Pogba could come on as a substitute and he'd get on the score sheet. That'd be absolutely fantastic. But I think, you know, all these players coming back, just, you know, coming back at the right time. Hopefully they can stay fit. And, you know, not get injured and things like that, because that would really not help our season. But yeah, it's good. It's great to see Ibrahimovic back after so long, especially after he was injured, you know, at the start of towards the end of last season, and now he's, you know, it was a long road to recovery for him. But I'm very happy he's back. Now, obviously, you know, you've seen my lineup in the stream. Is there anything you would change from that, or? You know, do you think it's a good lineup?
Wait, let me quickly see it because I'll do my TV now. We got Diego, Bailey. I think Jones is injured, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, apparently he'll be back, but I don't know. I don't think he'll be back to fit, but yeah, I kind of agree with that. And take Mickey off my corner. Take Mkhitaryan off. Get Mkhitaryan out of it. I prefer playing a 50% Pogba than 0% of Mkhitaryan with anyone but for Mkhitaryan.
Yeah, I think, obviously Mkhitaryan's form is not great, and I think it will be good for him to possibly get a few games out, you know, just to kind of, you know, recalibrate himself, if that's the right word. But yeah, I think it will be interesting. I think Paul Pogba will really add something to this team. I think, you know, I've always thought that this season, Paul Pogba's been the guy who can sort of unlock a very solid defence, who can unlock a pass which can possibly create a goal which can win a game. And we haven't really had any of those career players. I think Mkhitaryan unfortunately hasn't stepped up to the role that well. And I also think that Paul Pogba makes other players perform better, because when you got someone like Paul Pogba in the midfield creating things for you, you are gonna you are gonna play better.
That cannot be an excuse. That cannot be an excuse. You playing shit. Like, let's say if Messi's with me, I play better. There's no point. Like, you gotta play good, even if you have Lord Ben on your team.
Yeah, to be fair, that is true. To be fair, I do see where you're coming from on that, actually, to be honest. But yeah, thinking about it, is true. But I'm just gonna read a few of the comments out here. Tube saying Chris Coleman is leaving Wales and going to 24th place Championship outfit Sunderland. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I mean, Sunderland are just. I mean, I don't know what I mean, David Moyes has destroyed their club. He has literally destroyed their club. Tube says Newcastle and Brighton have only lost games by 1 or 2 goals so far. But if we finish all of our chances, we can score for fun. Yeah, I think defensively they're not that great. Hopefully there's not going to be another Huddersfield, and we won't screw up, because that'd be awful. A lot of you guys getting hyped for Ibrahimovic returns. But yeah, hopefully he does return. Now, I mean, obviously he'll be in the squad, but it'd be nice to see him get on the pitch and back on the pitch again for United.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's also rumours he'll be given the number 10 shirt as well, which would be good for him. I mean, I just imagine Ibrahimovic and Lukaku on the same pitch together. I mean, that is serious firepower. Serious attacking ability, especially with the likes of Martial in there as well. It's just it sounds tasty. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna end the stream quite soon. So yeah, is there any other points you want to make? Any other kind of observations or anything to do with Manchester United?
Not to that guy that came last quarter. Basically, I will tell him the difference between his club taking prizes and Man United is at least 10 times, 20 times. And this track coming out Sunday night only.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, he's a bit of a what do you call it? Oh, what's that word? I don't know what his word, but yeah, he has some interesting opinions. But there you go. That's what doing this is all about. Having some interesting opinions to talk about, I guess. But yeah, thanks for calling in, Asian Gamer. Appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this diss track, mate. I'm looking forward to this diss track.
Bye.
There we go. There he is. Fantastic call as well from Asian Gamer. But yeah, guys, I am probably going to end the stream now. I've really appreciated your company tonight. Thank you so much for joining, and especially, to any new watchers. I know Sandeep, I saw you in the United Stand chat, and I really appreciate you turning out. Thank you so much. Please do leave a like on the stream if you haven't already, and please do feel free to share the stream around on your social medias and things like that. Even if it goes, as it goes out as a video. I really appreciate that. If you want to, please.